The killer in this movie is like a mix of The Big Lebowski with a touch of Jigsaw thrown in. What's up everybody, back today with another review for you, and it's for a movie called Pieces of Talent, directed by Joe Stouffer, written by Joe Stouffer and another guy named David Long, and the guy David Long also stars in the movie as David Long, and he's the Big Lebowski sort of character. You're maybe asking where I heard about this movie. It was from Mood616's channel. He gave it a high recommendation. I saw some of the guys in his group talking about that, so I definitely wanted to check it out. So the story is basically about this girl Charlotte, and she's like this aimless, you know, a young adult, and she's looking for something to do with her life. She wants to be a Hollywood star, and she runs across this guy named David one day outside this club, and they become quick friends. He tells her that he's involved in filmmaking and all that crap, and he wants her to be part of his project, and you know, she gets all starry eyes and everything. So she kind of falls for it. He's kind of slick, not really, but to her, I guess he's slick. And from there, you know, things proceed. He turns out, you know, he's crazy, all that shit. I don't want to ruin it for you because the kills are the best part about this movie. Let me get into the good and the bad a little bit. First of all, the good parts are the kills. Like I said, the cinematography's okay because Joe Stouffer, all his other work has been mostly as a cinematographer. They have this really awesome kill they do with a shotgun. You know what I'm talking about? But he uses the lens on the camera to come in and out of focus, and when you see the scene, it was just really a good kill scene. And when you watch a lot of horror movies, you can appreciate a good kill scene. I like that one. That was good. But beyond that, the opening sequence was good, and then it goes straight to a little bit of boringness. Charlotte was pretty boring. The film is low budget, but the only place you really see the budget is in the acting, because the acting is not strong, and as soon as the characters just have dialogue, it starts getting kind of boring. Towards the end of the film, it does get a little bit better and it starts ramping up, and I was like, oh, I kind of see what they're going here with. I see what they're doing, and then reading on IMDb after, they're going to have a sequel called Missing Pieces. Clever. But yeah, I mean, I kind of saw what they were doing at the end a little more, but I just wasn't buying into it, so let me get into the bad parts. The bad guy. If you don't like him, the movie's going to suck. And at first I was like, seriously, are they trying to pull this off? Towards the end of the movie, it grew on me a little bit. I understood what they were doing. His motives came out a little bit more. You understand why he's doing what he's doing. So he wasn't really that bad. Certainly a memorable character. Not that I'm going to say that I liked him really, but he's different for a killer, definitely in a slasher film. And he's not really a slasher. Like I said, he's got sort of like this Jigsaw type thing going on, which I don't want to, you know, ruin it for you. But basically, if you don't get the killer like I did, you're not going to care about this movie, and it's just going to be like, oh, it's sort of kind of funny. Is it a satire or whatever? It was kind of over my head. I didn't think it was very good satire if it was satire. The vague stuff that you were talking about, the movie industry, it just felt all second tier to me, and it just felt like David Long was there to shine, and perhaps they're trying to start another, you know, memorable serial killer, and then I see that they're coming out with a sequel already. I'm like, oh, and then they had a theme song at the end of the movie called David Long. When killers have their own theme song, I always think that's kind of cheesy. Unless it comes to be like, you know, Michael Myers and the Halloween thing, something like that, that's cool. But not like when they write it for the movie to, you know, they're trying to upsell the character basically, and I don't like that. That kind of bugs me. I didn't think he was that good of a character. I don't like The Big Lebowski that much, so I know that's kind of sacrilege to say, but yeah, this movie was just kind of lost on me. I mean, I got what they were doing with it. It does have some cool scenes in it, definitely. There's some good camera work. You know, when the character explains his motives, you'll understand more about why the movie's kind of all over the place, but tonally, it was all over the place, and I just didn't like it. I mean, I understood what they were trying to do, but I just didn't care, really, and it was not a good enough story to keep me interested. The killer was mildly interesting. You know, he is something different. So I'm going to give it a 2.5 out of 5. I know a lot of people like this movie. I mean, it's getting a pretty decent rating on IMDb, 6.7 out of 10. Of course, it's only got 175 users. But yeah, it's not going to get that high of a rating from me because David Long wasn't that cool. I probably will watch the sequel since I've watched the first movie now, so I'm waiting on that. Watch at your own risk. I'm not really recommending it. And I'll see you guys soon. If you've seen Pieces of Talent, tell me what you thought down below. Did you like the killer? Who's your favorite slasher in the last 10 years? Not Jason or Michael or, you know, Freddy. Give me someone else. I probably asked that already, but whatever. See you guys soon. Bye.